and we're gonna be discussing about international stands and black stands hostility towards Black Swan and their black member Fatu. So Black Swan debuted in the 2019. I think it was early 2020.
Yeah.
And they they were formerly known as Rania,
Yeah.
which debuted in 2016. Which debuted in 2016. And before they had Fatu and them from Black Swan, they had another black member. Well, actually, she was mixed, and her name was Alex. And Alex was actually treated poorly in her company. She wasn't included in a lot of projects. She wasn't included in a lot of music videos. She didn't even speak Korean, and that's like, and then she left because she. I'm not saying it was racism or anything, but she left because of poor condition, how she was treated poorly. So that happened, and then in 2020 they rebranded themselves as Black Swan, and of course they had another black member,
Oh,
dark. This time
I was
she
gonna say, that was the second rebrand, by the way.
the
BP
second
Radio.
rebrand,
Yeah, that she
cause
was
like
in.
cause oh yeah, that was second rebrand.
I
No,
just want
actually,
to put that out there.
what? Okay, it's second rebrand. So they had an ambiguously black, dark skin idol named Fatu. She's from Senegal, and it was four other. No, it was five, but one of them left because their contract ended, and now it's
Yeah.
four.
And she was
So
pretty much just helping until her contract was over. So,
yeah, so basically they started debuting, and of course, the company and the group got attention because of their previous group and because they had a black stand.
also
So
because of the other foreigner named Leia, I believe. She's
Leia
mixed
Alley,
with
Leia, she's
Japanese, or
the
I'm sorry.
yeah. You go ahead, that's it.
She's Japanese and Brazilian, and I guess the Brazilians were very excited about that. So it's pretty much been a
Oh
lot
yeah,
of attention towards those two.
and you know what? I have noticed a lot of Brazilian supporters
Yeah,
when I'm on Twitter, and then she Black Swan posts on their main account. I see Portuguese in the quotes.
yeah. Like the
Yeah,
90% of the fandom is full of them.
yeah, which is good. Can't say the same for about black people, but yeah.
Right. Like they going hard for Fatu, but Black Boo can't even go hard for her. But anyway,
But yeah, speaking of that, we're about to get on that right now. When Fall 2 came out, international stands, especially black stands, were basically saying that she couldn't join the group because she wasn't Korean, saying K-pop was only for Korean people, which I don't understand because like if K-pop for no, they basically said K-pop was for Korean people at first, and then people started bringing up if it's for Korean people, why don't y'all say anything when non-Korean people like Lisa, who's from like she's from Thailand. I'm sure Lisa from Thailand, Bam Bam's from Thailand. It's like a lot of idols who are not Korean, but they look East Asian. They have the East Asian appearance. And then they started saying that she was taking the Asian people's space in K-pop, and I was like, and it was like, how is she taking up Asian people's space if one, that's not their culture to be trying to determine if somebody taking up the space anyways. It's K-pop. K-pop ain't nothing but like black music in Korean.
exactly. Right. And I also want to add on
So
with that. Oh, I'm sorry.
what she said?
I'm sorry. I didn't want to interrupt.
Nah, you go ahead. I'll stop talking just now. You go ahead.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say that with that logic, I mean that would also mean that Black people shouldn't be listening to K-pop. So it really doesn't make any sense at all. I mean, Fatu
With
being
that
a
logic though, they
K-pop
could basically say
idol,
like,
like,
if we can't do K-pop because we're black, they can't do hip hop or R&B or nothing like that because they're Asian, they're not black or whatever. But
yeah,
the
what I
thing
was
is,
gonna say is, I mean, it's literally just a language. Like,
they
she's not using the culture, and her being an idol isn't, I mean, it's not taken away from anyone, so,
yeah, it's just one black person, and the thing is, they says it's for Asian space, Asian representation, but the thing is, they're not represent all Asians. They want to represent people who are either East Asian or pure East Asian. They don't try to represent South Asian or half black Asians or Asians who have darker skin at all. So
yeah,
they're just making excuses. Like if you were all for
exactly,
Asian representation, if you're all for Asian representation, then you will include all Asians, but they don't. But yeah,
exactly.
that was the excuses they were making. And
One
then
black
another
girl is
excuse
not
they were
taking up
saying,
all the space.
yeah, I promise it not. But
Like,
another excuse, you go ahead.
oh, that was it.
uh, so another excuse they were making was that they didn't want her to be a K-pop idol because of all the racism and colorism she would face being a dark skinned K-pop idol.
Yeah,
But the thing is, if you know that the industry is racist and colorist, why are you still supporting the groups
exactly.
that are in that
And
industry?
you should be going harder for her then.
That like exactly like you should be going harder for her to stay in there. Like she did everything she can to become an idol despite the odds against her. But then you're not doing nothing but making it harder, making excuses for why you don't want to
Exactly.
support her, saying I don't think she should be on Idol because she's gonna face racism and colorism from racist Koreans.
And then
But in the
add
same,
on to that racism.
then add on to that racism by saying you're not gonna support her because she's black, and then on top of that, you're supporting idols, the same Koreans who you claim are racist and colorist against black people.
Exactly.
So if that's the fact, why are you supporting them? Like simple as that.
Coons. Coonery.
We said, we said
Coonery.
exactly coonery. And then the thing is, they don't even try to hide it because like if you don't want to support her, then like they could have been like, oh, they just don't like their music, like Black Swan's music or
Right.
something like that. But no, they're saying they're not going to support her because she's black and she's going to face
Exactly.
racism.
Right.
And then to get on it, it just I feel like it's just jealousy towards her or something.
Yeah, it
Like
definitely is.
that's what it basically is. I think it's just jealousy or like and then most of the people who like said something about her are light skinned themselves. Like
Mm.
when Alex was an idol, they did not have all this smoke for her.
But you know what? Somebody had told me that they actually did have some type of like. Sometimes they were kind of hostile towards Alex also.
What were they? Because I don't
Yeah,
think.
I mean that's what I heard. Like I remember when it happened, but I don't remember being like in social media and stuff to really see it.
Yeah,
So
I don't think I was frequenting K-pop Twitter that often when they were
yeah, I wasn't either.
a group. But yeah, but I feel like they go
But I'm
harder
sure it
on
wasn't
fun.
as bad as what Fatu was getting though,
Yeah,
for sure.
but like I don't know why they think like that. Like their logic doesn't make sense because like before she even debuted, they were going hard about how they
Yep,
think black people how they want a black idol and in the K-pop industry. But then when they get one, they find every little thing to complain about, like about her filter, her
her
wigs, her
wigs,
shoes,
yeah.
the way
Like
she rap, the clothes
it's
she
really not
wear.
that
And
serious either. Like
why are you nitpicking? And I hate
exactly.
how they talk about the way she rap. Yet stand people like Lisa. Lisa cannot rap.
You
Neither
ain't
can
heard me.
neither can many of them other K-pop boys. They cannot rap. Yet they still go hard for them to lie about
Exactly.
how they
They
can
don't
rap.
write the raps or none of that. Fatu actually writes her stuff. And she's actually good.
Exactly.
Like that's why
At
I'm
least
like,
she actually right
just cause she had one bad verse doesn't mean she's not talented. Like y'all doing the most.
the most. But yeah, they were like nitpicking everything they do, and then not only that, they don't come for just Fatu. They sometimes come for the other members too, like
Yeah,
Young Hoon. Well, she had did that gift with
yeah.
that gift with who was there was Sierra with grills in her mouth.
I think it was Sierra. It was this black girl with grills in her mouth.
Yeah,
But
it was Sierra with grills in her mouth. And I don't know what they were talking about, but I don't know whether she was doing the West Side sign or the peace sign or whatever. And
yeah,
then other stands were accusing her of being racist, telling my son she was doing that to fall too because she was black. When
no, but she do that to all the
she do
group
it to all the
members.
members, like that was saying, like you don't even stand them, you don't support them,
Exactly.
but you always happen to show up when it comes to saying something negative about them.
Exactly.
They was accusing her of
Right.
being racist, and she searched up the N word when you could just find like she just searched up swag and find the same gift in there.
Is right.
And then of course, and then I mentioned how if it was June doing the same thing, they would have praised him and call him black.
Yeah.
And of course, I got jumped by somebody. Which the thing is, she said she got my point, but she said I didn't have to bring up Najum's name, which ain't it was not that important. It was not that serious. Like if you get my point, then why are you upset? I wasn't insulting him. I wasn't saying
Exactly.
anything mean about him. I was just saying y'all always calling him black and stuff for the bare minimum and for stereotypes, but you jumping on her for just sending gifts. Like that's it.
Right. And I would like to add something on to that. Um, they constantly pick on Fatu and then like cover it up with, oh, I'm just worried for her or I just care about her.
Oh,
Like
exactly.
if you care about someone, that's not that's not how
That's not
you
you
show,
don't just jump on
you know,
somebody. You supposed
how
to
much you
support
care about a
them.
person. Like what? Just say you're jealous. Just say you're mad that she made it and go. I,
Exactly. They
we
don't do
don't
nothing but jump
we
on
ain't
her.
got time for this. Like, can't even be honest.
At
They can't
all.
even be honest with this bitterness they have. Like, I'm just,
And the the main reason is because jealousy and because they fetishize the appearance of East Asians in K-pop
yeah.
basically. Cause I promise you, if a South Asian was also in K-pop, they would treat them the same way.
Let's get
Like
into that.
say somebody a brown skinned girl from Bangladesh, they would have jumped they would have jumped right on her,
Mhm.
saying that she's not Korean, but before they'll say before they say it's for Asian representation. Like I'm
Right.
telling you, I'm not sure. So
It makes, oh, I'm sorry.
you go ahead. You go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm trying not to interrupt, but I do have
No,
some
you
things
go
I
ahead.
want to say though.
Well, you go ahead and say it because I'm talking a bit too.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say like I just thought about like I wonder if you remember Fifi?
Fifi.
She was on that she was
Oh
the
yeah,
Chinese
the
girl.
half Chinese girl. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if like if she had a debut that how they would have reacted to that.
But the thing is, see, let me tell you how fake they were during Fifi debut. Fifi,
Oh
they
yeah.
hype her. No, the thing is, like Fatu, when they talk, say negative stuff for her, with Fifi, they just use her for clout, but never
Yeah.
supported her when it came for voting. Like
Yeah.
everyone,
Cause I was voting non-stop.
me too, but everyone was hyping her up on Twitter, using her as profile pictures every time they're tweet about her, and people will like them for clout. But
Right. Sharing a
when we
fan
look at
cam.
yeah, but when we look at them votes, the votes ain't like it's not adding up.
It
And
wasn't.
I don't know what account that was, but an account kept saying that it was like you're you're saying that support Fatu, but you're not voting for her like at all, which
Right.
doesn't make like keep the same energy. But yeah, all of them just bitter and fake. They do not
Exactly.
support. they do not support other black people being in that industry, but they'll
Exactly.
continue to support a light skinned Asian who been
Yep.
colored every other week,
I just
aka
I
NCT.
always
Uh-huh.
projecting their insecurities onto Fatu. Like,
Exactly, cause
let that hurt go.
I try to understand because like that company did treat Alex like crap, but that was
Exactly.
like 5 years. Obviously, they're not
Right.
treating Fatu like that today.
Exactly.
And then the thing is, they can't say Fatu is keeping it to herself. Oh, they can't say Fatu is keeping it to herself because
Right.
she always speaks up about racism
Yeah.
or colorism in the industry. And then
Exactly.
and
They
but it
can't
don't
keep
step
putting
in.
the past onto her. Like,
It's
it's getting very irritating.
but forgive their phase who like did blackface like 2 years ago. Like
Right.
I don't understand that. Like you don't nitpick. You being selectively outraged about nothing. And then the thing
Let's talk
is,
about the fetish
I'm about to say,
stuff, because I think it need to be
yeah,
talked about after you get finished.
no, I ain't about to say anything else. But yeah,
Oh,
that
okay.
fetishize K-pop. Well, I want to talk about K music and black women, but she already been
Oh,
talked. I don't even think she be up here no more.
yeah, I don't think she is either.
But some of these, I mean, some of these stands do be on the K music and black women stuff though. Like the stuff they be saying be kind of creepy. Like I wanted, I know it's a joke, but it's like it's weird. Like it's weird sometimes.
Yeah, it really
Like
is.
like with Jay Park, every time I don't like him. Every time he get on here, I drag him all the
He's
time.
so,
Like
he
like
is so
with Jay
trash.
Park, trash. But like with Jay Park, I like they say they're joking, but they always making jokes about how they still like him anyways, even though
Exactly.
he's basically
Uh,
a coon.
and then
like
they
like
was hyping up that
I don't
that
even
man.
like
I don't know if he's a K R&B or hip hop artist, but
he's a hip
the
hop
one dude
artist.
that had stitch braids or whatever.
Yeah, and that's not the only thing he did though. The thing that made me
Is it
unfollow,
Reed?
that made me
Not
stop.
his name.
What you said?
It's one of them. He kind of
Who?
reminds me of Jay Park, and he had braids in his head or whatever, and they was talking about it's
He
slick
had
and
them
all that
real
stuff. They
clean
was just like
braids.
hyping him up.
You know them real clean braids. You talking the real clean braids? I know who you talking
Yeah.
about. I was one of those coons who's hopping up. I don't know why I did it because I don't know what was going through my mind because I remember saying that because we was arguing. We was on. I was saying I was on Twitter talking about it, and I was like, I don't know why I hyped that man up about them braids and then get mad about other idols wearing them and stuff like that. But
Right.
yeah, but the thing is, I knew Jay Park was a fool when what that white rapper name is Little Pump. He pulled his eyes back, and Chinese people were offended. Asian people, not Chinese people, but it was Chinese people. But Asian people were offended about him doing that, pulling his eyes back, talking about saying he was high or whatever. He looked Asian, and then of course Jay Park was defending him,
Oh, for
and I
real?
was like, yes,
Wow, I
being
didn't
a
even
coon.
know that. I had
Yeah,
no idea about that.
he was defending him, and I was like, oh, I said, oh, I can't stand him because he doing that. He going what you think he gonna do to black people? And guess what?
Exactly.
He showed was showing out when for
Yeah.
that white dude with the dreads showing all the way out, talking about some if he can't wear dreads, then we can't listen to K-pop or do mukbang. I said
Right.
what? I said what
Exactly.
you? I said
A
what is
whole
you
clown.
on? And then he claimed to
Bozo.
know
Oh my god.
and claimed to know everything about black culture, but had that nerve to say that crap out his mouth.
Right.
And then he tried to victimize himself, talking about some Asian people are Asian men are demasculized or something like that. I don't even know how that became a topic because like nobody was talking about him or Asians, so I don't even know how that even came. Victimize himself and
Mm.
like it was just a whole mess. And
And then like a year later, he want to talk about BLM.
BLM. And oh, let me tell you about that. So
Mm.
he donated $10,000 to BML, right?
Yeah.
So on Instagram, it was an Asian rapper. He said something about, yeah, I'm happy for my black brothers getting their justice or whatnot, whatnot. And then he brought up like a 4-year old video of a black dude beating up an Asian dude, which I'm
Uh,
not sure if it had to do with race or not. But he said, but we should also be fighting for our Asian brothers, basically
oh my
making it about
god.
them.
Did he really?
And yeah, it's not him, but it was
Girl,
another
how did I miss
Asian.
this?
It was because the Asian dude wasn't that popular. Well, it was another Asian rapper, and then J Part
Oh.
like it. J Part liked the post,
Oh
and I
god.
was like, "See, this is why I said this is why I don't trust him now. Cause like,
Right.
how you gonna sit here and say you support BML, but try to use like? And the thing is, they don't never talk about any of these issues any other time.
Exactly.
Or wait until BML became a topic,
Yeah.
try to
Like
talk about.
piggybacking off of our movement.
Basically, piggyback on. And the thing is, the video was like a 4 years old. I'm not even sure if it was about race or what. They probably just fighting. The dude probably said something racist to him. He knocked him out. Ain't nobody know. But the dude was posted, and of course it was on Instagram. And of course J Park liked it, and I was like, see, that's I don't never trust him. But y'all be sitting up here talking about some. Oh, he's talking so old J Park's fine despite him being a nigga boo or whatever. Which
Yeah.
they say they sort of joking, but they ain't. I
They
was like,
not. Exactly. They are not.
like that dude 5 foot. I promise you, he is not all that. But yeah,
I'm dead. But no, really.
like letting 5 foot, and then like every time he gets, I swear every time he gets on Twitter and say something, he always getting dragged. That's at least that's what I like.
Because
That
it's
was
always
it.
kids
Soon
of dumb stuff. Like
I
I see the
swear,
Twitter stuff. Now I don't know about the Instagram stuff, but I see the Twitter stuff.
I don't see I don't be I don't block him on Instagram, but on Twitter, I swear every time he say something out his mouth is something stupid, and then every time he getting dragged by the whole Twitter, and then he always swear that he got haters. Talks about people hating on his success. You a nigga, boo, ain't nobody care. Like he full blown at that, and they get mad because people jump on him for it. But yeah, we got off topic too. But yeah, back back on the other topic about international stands. And the thing
Yeah,
is, international stands, you could tell that they're only fetishize the image of K-pop being East Asian appearance, East Asian looking people.
mhm,
Because the thing is, the only people who not offended are the East Asians that run that industry.
mm,
Like I don't understand how they don't find that weird. You're the only one offended by them being in their industry, and they don't care.
right. It's not adding up.
Go ahead. I was just coughing.
Oh, I was just saying it's not adding up. It
It's
don't make
not.
no type of sense.
And speaking of that, that's what Redvelvetsus was basically saying in her videos on YouTube. On one of her recent videos, she she brought up Black Swan, and she was basically saying that because Korean or Asian people in general hated black people, Black Swan was going to flop because they had Fatu in the group.
Mhm.
And when we got on Twitter and we were saying, how does that make? We were basically saying the same thing. Like, if that's true, why do you still stand these groups that
Yeah.
are racist? Stand these groups of people who are racist and colors and whatnot. And then she
Mhm.
came on Twitter like, we're coons for looking for Korean acceptance.
Exactly.
And everybody was like,
Like
oh, Korean acceptance, and you were the one. And
that
then
had
the thing
nothing to
is,
do
she
with
was
that at
nothing to do
all.
with it. And then she was contradicting herself. Cause you saying we want Korean acceptance, but you saying Fatu can't be a K-pop idol because she isn't
Exactly.
accepted by Koreans. So basically, you're looking for Korean acceptance too. And the thing that kills me is you want to accept Fatu because of racism, colorism, but you still support Red Velvet, who remember Wendy like black people like 50,000 times.
Exactly.
and haven't apologized for it not once.
At all. Nan one time.
Person, huh?
I said nan one time. She ain't
None.
apologized nan one time.
And the thing is, I think she just put unpopular opinions just to. She just be talking just to talk. Just be honest. Cause like some of the unpopular opinions be like stuff that don't even necessarily needs to be said. It's just stuff that she says on purpose to trigger certain groups to get their attention
Honestly,
or
I didn't
get.
even watch the video. Like I just watched somebody had recorded it and then posted it on Twitter or whatever. And I just
Yeah,
seen a little bit of her talking about
I
Black
didn't
Swan.
watch the video at all.
But right.
I didn't watch the video at all. But recently, she had said she had mentioned on Black Swan on her live one of her lives. But the people, the person who sent in the group chat said they only saw her see her mention them, but she got on there later, so she didn't know what they said about them. But she probably was talking junk about us about being on Twitter and stuff. Okay,
Exactly.
and
How
then
she made it
uh
about being
Barb,
accepted though. Like it's the deflecting. I can't deal with that.
yeah, she was mad, deflective, and gaslighting a lot.
Yeah. Like
And then she started.
we asked her like, if that's the case, why do you still support them? Like you're saying that Fatu isn't going to be accepted by the same people that you're supporting. What sense does that make? What sense does that make? You are still allowing them to profit off of you. So I'm not really understanding.
Um, bro,
I don't get
beans for brains. I'm telling you, black K-pop stands are as much dumb as white K-pop stands
yeah.
and the other non-blacks. Like they have this obsessive cult-like mentality towards their idols, and they don't care as long as they feel they don't care as long as they feel like their oppas not get close to nobody. Like um they, I believe they're mad because they think Fatu gonna get close to their
I
phase
was gonna say that
basically
too.
before them, and she's black.
They
Like
gonna
that's how I think.
spaz. They gonna spaz out when they see that reaction. When they see a reaction video. Somebody gonna make a reaction video of their idols fawning over Fatu, and they go spaz out.
Spaz out. Like I don't know what's wrong with them. And speaking of Real Velvet, bring up Ugg Barbie. So Ugg Barbie is this light skinned girl on Twitter. She's not really nobody, but she has like 4,000 followers. So she thinks she's a big account. So there was a picture. Somebody spread a picture around of Fatu. Using, well, she wasn't using the snow filter, but whoever took her picture was using the snow filter. And then they were saying that the makeup artist gave her ashy makeup, which wasn't true. But of course, them
Exactly.
beans for brains don't know nothing besides what they see. So so while we were dragging everybody else who was in the quotes, she quoted that she basically quoted that Fatu it was Fatu's fault for facing colorism, even though she wasn't facing colorism for sitting in the chair and letting
Exactly.
them put on her makeup. And so everybody jumped her, saying that why she's blaming a black woman for facing colorism and the K-pop industry. And then she basically didn't care. She stood by what she said until she got started getting ratioed and her mutual started saying something. Then she gave a half apology. Well, actually, she lied and tried to say she ain't said what she said. But you could go back to the tweets and it says exactly what she said. I don't know what she thought she was gonna get away with, but she thought she can flip flop. I don't know what she thought she could do. So she basically tried to say she didn't say that Fatu was the reason she was gonna face colorism, which she
When
did
she
blame
literally
her.
did.
That she literally did, like it says exactly that in the tweet. So I honestly don't know how she thought she was gonna flip flop it.
Like
Like
who was
we're
gonna
not
lie?
dumb.
She had like people lying on her. You ain't nobody.
And then so basically she was saying that she didn't mean to, and then she tried to apologize and said she was gonna delete tweets. And then people was like bumped that apology and started calling her ugly and stuff, which I'm not gonna say I disagree or disagree, which I do agree with it because you're not gonna sit right here and talk junk and then look like that. But yeah, and then she didn't she apologized for saying what she said. She shouldn't have said what she said, but she said we don't need to drag her drag her neither, and tell my son that we were just the other week asking where she got her wigs from.
Well, nobody knows who that is.
Like we was
We
like the
didn't know
same
you
people who
until like
drag you
five minutes
was
ago.
not
Humble
asking for your
yourself.
wigs. They was she
Humble
talked about
yourself.
and people was like the same people who drag you was not asking for your wigs, and
Exactly.
then and then she ain't never replied again. But honestly, she should have got canceled. I don't even how many followers does she even still have. I just don't know why she still have all these
They
followers.
said that
And the
she
thing is,
lost like hundreds of followers too. She got
she got
like
four
you said
thousand
4,000
followers.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, close to 5,000. But the thing is, she was talking about Fatu's pictures being color. I mean,
When she do the
being
same thing.
whitewashed. Like her filters, like some of her filters, she look brown skin, but in the other
Yeah.
one, she look light yellow. And I
Cause
was
I
like,
thought she was
which
a
one
light
you
skinned
is? Like,
girl. I thought she was a light skinned girl, and then I seen another pic, and then it was like, okay, you brown
she
skin in
look
this
brown
pic.
skin, and you can't say it's lightened because like that shade was a whole different range from the other ones. I don't know whether it was filters or what, but I
Right.
couldn't tell whether she was light skin or brown skin.
Like you over here trying to criticize this dark skinned woman for something that she has no control over,
Yeah,
yet you're doing
that's
the
and this.
same thing, and then blaming her. Like really,
But the
very
thing
lame.
is, but the thing is, when it's like one of our faves, say like Jimin, Jimin, he one of his photo shoots, he was basically whitewashed, and then everyone, nobody said it was his fault that he got whitewashed or anything. People was
Right.
like, "Oh, my baby lost his melanin and stuff like that."
Exactly.
Talking about some, we should email the company and such. But
They
like,
do that with
but you would
Lucas
jump
all
off
the
part
time.
two instead
You
of
know
keeping
Lucas
that
from
same energy.
NCT.
What you said?
You know Lucas from NCT. They do that with him all the time. Every time he get
Whitewashing.
whitewashed, they just like baby him.
Yeah, they like to infantilize Asian
Asian.
people,
Yeah,
which is kind of weird and racist at the same time too.
it
Cause
is.
like they only do it with Asian people. They don't do it with black people or no other races. Like with Fatu, she do not get that kind of treatment. She get
Mm-mm.
blamed for her own colorism
Right.
because she wanted to not be stuck in a bubble and join the K-pop entry. But yeah,
Right. Yeah. Long story short, black stands are stupid.
stupid. Black
Y'all are
K-pop,
dumb. Like I don't care.
black
Y'all
K-pop
are stupid.
stands,
I can't deal.
black K-pop stands are coons, and they
Mhm.
move like white K-pop stands. Except that y'all just funnier. That's it. Y'all just funnier. That's it. Y'all act just like white K-pop. I mean white K-pop stands, but y'all just funnier. Cause ain't no way. Cause like y'all just and then the thing is some of them condone that. Like you see your mutes acting like this and then don't say anything, and then
Right.
wonder why black locals be calling us coons. Like
They want to get mad.
like you want to get mad. Like to be
Like
honest,
it's not true.
to be honest, I used to argue with them, but like I can't argue with them when they proving the point. Like
Exactly.
you're not giving what you're saying you're giving. Like they swear they be calling out racism all the time and
Mm-mm.
CA and whatnot, which they don't. Y'all just make jokes
They
about it
don't.
and move on
Exactly.
to
Making a joke
whatever.
is not calling your fave out.
It really ain't.
Just because you made this lame joke on Twitter don't mean you calling them out and holding them accountable. It's not the same thing.
Yeah, not they don't email the company or nothing. Talking about some. If you're not a stand of such group, you have no right to say anything.
Man,
Like
shush. Like, shut
shut
up.
shut up. Like I promise, like go outside and touch some grass. I promise you, it's not that K-pop is not the only thing. I can't even talk. K-pop is not all that. I promise you. Like their music do not be hitting like that for them to be defending
It
them like
really
that.
doesn't. I used to love K-pop. Now it's just like
I never really liked
It's
it.
not the same. It really isn't. But I
I
guess I grew a little. I guess I feel like for black people with sense, you grow older and then it's like you can't deal with
you
all
can't
this. Like
you,
you just
yeah,
can't
you can't
deal
deal with
with
all that too much.
seeing non-blacks constantly use and appropriate your culture. It just gets
But
tiring at one point.
but to be honest, I think people only started listening to K-pop for acceptance, basically.
Yeah.
Cause like a lot of black girls who stand K-pop stands, I mean stand on K-pop idols, were insecure about their blackness because of colorism and racism, colorism from in the black community and racism outside the black community. So they found their acceptance within Asian people who just lie
Which
and
is
say they
not
love
good.
fans, like they love their
So
fans and stuff,
bad.
and they start and the fans start becoming obsessive with like it's not just black girls, but it's like there's all their fans in general. Like a lot
Mm,
of their fans were like insecure and like just felt
yeah.
like they ain't had nothing in life and until they had K-pop idols, cute K-pop boys saying that love their fans for life and stuff like that.
What'd you say?
You didn't hear me? I
No, I
said,
mean that last sentence.
oh, I didn't really say anything. I was just gibbering. I was saying
Oh,
stuff and stuff
okay.
like that.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, and stuff like that. And that's why they still got that cult mentality. Like they just have a cult mentality towards them because of that. Like they feel like they're this, so they have to like cap for them all the time.
Honestly, I just I mean, I ain't
Which
gonna really get into
I mean,
this, but I would get into like the brainwashing that K-pop has
yeah,
done.
cause they do kind of brainwash them, and not to lie, but
Like
the
it's
K-pop stands
ridiculous.
K-pop stands move exactly like a cult, like with like how they like how with how okay, so like some cults when somebody criticized like the people who run a cult, people would jump on them quick. That's how
Hmm.
K-pop idols do. Like no matter what they faves do, they swear they're right. They do no wrong. And then as soon as you criticize them, they jump on you. And then when you try to leave, and then they'll tell you, "Oh, if you don't like them do such thing, you leave. Just leave." And when you try to leave, they try to like shame you for like understanding them. Like they try to
Yeah,
shame you for leaving and stuff. Like it just kind of not to lie, it's just kind of creepy. Like
it
K-pop
is
stands,
creepy.
they don't understand how creepy they look outside of that world.
They
Like to
really
other
don't.
people, you fighting, sending death threats, doxing people, calling people names, being a coon over a genre of music is
Exactly.
weird. It's weird. Like
Of
people you never met.
non-black Asians who probably won't even like you in person.
Exactly. Like it's just weird. And then they just
Yeah,
don't understand. They just don't understand that, which I think they do because some of them do be ashamed of saying they're on K-pop stands. I don't know whether it's
yeah.
because of bullying or because they know they're weird or whatever. But yeah,
One thing I will say, these K-pop idols and these companies, they do a great job convincing these fans that these idols genuinely care about them, because the way that these fans be moving, like
I'm
just sending death
telling you
threats and
because
like you said, like being racist, convincing themselves that their idol cares about them. So that gives them another reason as to why they should, do all of that. And it's just
yeah,
like,
like even with BTS, not gonna lie, I used to be a little obsessed with them, but I'm not gonna say like I don't care about them, but it's like I'm not obsessed with them to be capping for them about every little thing they do. Neither.
yeah,
Like I just have great respect for them because I guess because I don't know why, but because of how long I stand them or whatever.
yeah. I was the same way, honestly.
And besides like the little problematic stuff they did, they're pretty decent from what I know. I'm not sure. I don't know them like that.
Hmm.
But yo, now their fans,
Mm.
I ain't gonna say too much on them because they've been on my own.
Don't get dogged.
ever since BML, I can't hang with them no more. I changed my profile name, my profile picture. I don't even really associate them with that like that. But I mean, I still call myself an army, but you
Mhm.
ain't gonna see me claiming it in no public though.
Yeah, honestly, I
Especially
think
how, because the non-black stand and the black stands were showing out during that too, because like during the BML, they were like they was like talking about some BTS ain't gonna say talk about something. Y'all really believe BTS gonna say something about BML and stuff like that? So, and I was like, if they don't say nothing about BML, I might have to stop listening to them for a little while, cause like I'm not standing people who can't say something about who can't actually show that who use my music but can't show that they support me when I really need to be supported or whatnot.
mhm.
And then as soon as BTS had said something about BML, those same people talking about something, oh, BTS ain't gonna say nothing about BML. They ain't gotta say nothing about BML. Why you expect Koreans to say something about BML? Well, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's talk about BML. I love them so much. Talking about something, I'm crying about BTS saying something about BML. And I was like, yo, you crying about non-black people saying something about BML? Y'all just weird. Like I know I've been standing BTS since like 2015. Y'all been standing them
Yeah.
since 2018. Y'all crying because they said something about BML. I was like, y'all weird. Like I understand the insecurities, but like
It's ridiculous.
it's
It's too
ridiculous.
much.
It's ridiculous. Like I wanted to say that so bad, but I just kept quiet because like we've been jumped for like 2 weeks straight because since on BML that week. I think that was in March. We jumped 2 weeks straight by black stands. I mean not black stands, but black K-pop stands basically jumping on black armies about the Jim Jones situation,
Oh yeah.
and non-black stands jumping on us because black K-pop black armies was basically like Yugi needs to apologize because they felt uncomfortable about him using the audio of a man who killed a bunch of black people, and of course
Mm.
they were jumping on them saying that we don't actually love the boys, and I was like, bro, you do not know them
Like,
niggas.
come on now. Come
You
on.
do not know them. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Talk about so y'all don't actually care about the boys, um, because if you did, you want to jump on him about little things, and I was like, are y'all
Yeah,
okay? Like,
I was gonna
promise you, y'all
say
not.
like
Like, you go
I'm
ahead, go
sorry.
ahead.
Oh, you go ahead.
So yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, you do not know them people. They don't know you. You don't know them. Like they was actually moving like they was treating them like God. Like Yoongi's my bias, but like if black K-pop stands say they were offended, then I'm not
Yeah.
gonna like jump on them or jump on them for that. Like personally, I wasn't offended because like I didn't. I don't know why I wasn't. I wasn't really offended because like I guess because he wasn't necessarily using an audio of him saying anything about black people. I'm not sure why I wasn't offended, but I wasn't really offended. But I also didn't jump on black stands or anything, and I did defend them. Was like, yeah, he should take the audio down if black people offended by it.
Yeah. I was gonna say like I literally got ratioed for something for saying like almost the same thing that you just said. It was
Yeah,
a while ago. I think it was a Black Army page. They got
yeah.
suspended. Ha ha, I won. But anyway, it was about like I what did I say? I was just like I didn't understand why black stands like from like black SM stands and like black armies were arguing. I just didn't get that. Like I just didn't really understand why they were against each other when they both don't know who they really stand in. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And
like
it was like thousands of people jumping on me. I'm like, now I didn't
like
insult
I'm
nobody. Y'all doing the most.
like I like BTS with all my heart, but I do not know them people. Like
That's what I'm
I
saying.
can I
Like,
cannot tell you whether they really racist or not. I
and
promise
I
you I
kept
cannot
on
really tell you.
asking, people was like, they're not racist or whatever. And, I wasn't saying they were racist, but I just wanted to see what they would say if I asked them, how aren't they racist? it was the same thing. They supported BLM. They donated to BLM. Okay,
Yeah,
that wasn't. You didn't
I
answer my
hated that too, to
question.
be honest. I hate it when they do that. Or like every time like black like I don't really defend. I'm not really defending them, but it was like black people was talking drunk about BTS, and
Mhm.
then they kept all black stands kept bringing up BML talking about some. How can you hate people who support your life or whatever, whatever? And I was like,
Yeah.
y'all talking like we owed them our whole lives for the donating $1 million.
They lucky they saying that smack on the internet.
so, so y'all should be happy that he support y'all movement. I was
Yeah.
like, bro,
Keep that energy on
nobody
the
cares. They
internet.
could have. I swear they could have killed that $1 million, bro. If it would have
Right.
killed them, make them shut up. They could have killed their $1 million. Like honestly,
Exactly. Cause ain't nobody trying to hear that.
I get nobody trying to hear all that, bro. Talk about some. You should thank them because they support. I don't even know what they think BML is. I think they think
They think it's a trend.
it's the Negro Society or something. I don't know what they think it is because they think every black person they have to mention black person who said something they have to mention BML or something or mention those donations. I was like, y'all
Yeah.
sitting here making it seem like their donation wasn't even sincere. Like that's all. That's
Right.
basically what they're just doing.
They stupid. I'm
Stupid.
sorry. They are so stupid. I just can't.
Stupid. That's why I can't associate with them no more. Like after,
Yeah. That's why I
like
stopped.
I
Cause
almost,
I used to be army too, but I
I
just
almost,
couldn't deal.
I almost ended up stop standing BTS to tell you the truth. This
Yeah.
is my second. This is my second time. Because the first time was when Namjoon had said the N word during that one performance back in 2016, 15,
Oh.
16. Yeah, and then instead of he apologized, but like I was still upset by the fans who were making excuses for why he was saying it, talking about some, oh, he didn't know about the N word or whatever. And I was like, how he don't know about the N word, but y'all was bragging about him being fluent in English.
Right. I started
So I ended up standing.
understanding that whole J Hope incident happened. That chicken noodle soup thing.
Yeah,
But I was
I
so
ain't gonna lie,
kind
I
of
almost
like
understand.
the
I
stuff
almost
that
stand up for that
they were
too.
saying was just gross. It was too much.
They they were making a lot of excuses for that twist out thing. Even if it
Yeah.
wasn't a black hairstyle, we know what he was trying to go for. But like,
Exactly. Like, come on.
but yeah,
We're not dumb.
I understand them for like 2 years. And I stand them again back in 2016, 17. Understand them for 2 years and relax. I mean, retired from K-pop for about 2 years, and then I went back to standing them. And it was like, I mean, it wasn't bad. It was pretty chill until like, cause I wasn't, but even though I stand them, I wasn't really active on K-pop Twitter, so I didn't really know a lot that happened on there. But it was chill until probably like the J Hope incident,
Mm.
and then BML. I promise if I hadn't stand them then I wasn't about to stand them again. I was just gonna stop listening to their music. Period. But yeah,
Yeah.
cause like
But that
they
was
was
so.
just really make really making me mad. I almost ended up dragging them on one time on Twitter, like BTS and armies, cause they was getting on my nerves. But I was like,
Yeah.
nah, let me not do that, cause they gonna call me a fake army or whatever.
I got my account suspended so many times. I should probably take note, cause I just be saying whatever.
Now I stopped saying like reckless stuff, cause like I got 10 accounts suspended. I ain't got no more phone numbers to use. On
Right.
my
I done
last
got
phone number.
like 12 emails and stuff. Too much
Mm.
work.
I think I'm gonna end up getting suspended next year though. At least next year, cause I'm already got like 2 warnings, and you know after like 2 warnings they can suspend your account. Like two feature restrictions.
Mhm.
Yeah, I already had two of them, and you know after like third one they're just gonna suspend your account. And like I can't help but talk junk on there, so but yeah, I think they might suspend my account. Hopefully they do, because I don't want to like get popular or nothing, and people go back through my old account. I mean my old tweets. But I promise you, they once they see them tweets, I'm gonna get canceled hard.
You and me both.
And I'm not going to apologize neither because I said what I said. I ain't
Exactly.
apologizing for nothing.
I
I
stand by
meant
what I
what I
said.
said.
I just said some out of pocket stuff, and I stand by all of it.
I promise. Like I had made a I had made this one tweet about that picture with Homer Simpson. He like has his arm folded and leaning
Mhm.
down asleep. Yeah, I had put that under. I was like in quotes. What was it? Hold, let me find it because I think I saved it on here. It was funny though. But but I ain't had a lot of followers then. I mean, I don't have a lot of followers now. But people don't really say nothing to me when I say stuff slick stuff. Oh yeah, I was like in quotations, Megan's racist against Asians with the sleeping emoji. I'm not sleeping emoji, the sleeping meme. Talk about cause they try to say she was racist because I'm not
Oh.
sure if she said like the C word for
She said,
Asians
"Oh, it was
back in.
like choo choo train," and she compared it to somebody's name. I think it was an Asian lady. She said the
Oh,
newspaper's
I
name
thought it
sounded
said
like choo choo train.
I thought they said she had said the C word or what, but
Oh,
I don't know when that was. But that was like back in 2014 or something.
oh, yeah.
Whatever. And
C
people were
word. I
saying
don't
that
know
she was
all
racist.
that.
They were saying she was racist against Asians or whatever, and I was like, oh, that's crazy. I was like, oh, that's crazy. Like I'm not about to unstand her for something she said in 2014. Like y'all do the same thing when it's a non-black saying the N-word. Why I gotta do the same? Why I gotta do that with Megan? But yeah, basically that. But yeah, I'm gonna get canceled for that.
It's people with non-black, like racist non-black idols in their profile pic trying to cancel her. I'm dead.
Exactly. They got what her name is Huwasia. Huwasia. I don't know how to
what
pronounce her name, but
what you
they be calling her black
what you
or
say?
whatever. Huwasia. Huwasia. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but you know who I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm talking about,
I'm
right?
dead. Sorry. You told Hawassa?
Yes, that's her. I don't know how to pronounce most of these idols' names, but yeah, I try to pronounce them the best I could. But yeah,
Hawasia. I'm sorry.
to be honest, I don't even think
That
I'm
was
gonna edit
funny.
because like it's not really a lot of pauses in this audio. Cause like I usually edit all the pauses out, but yeah, I don't think I have to edit this video a lot.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they be having who Waza in their audio. I mean, in their profile picture, be having Jay Park in their profile
Oh,
picture. Be having
Jesse.
Big Jesse in their profile picture. Oh, you seen that video where she was trying to twerk?
Yeah. It's like the bones cracking.
Yeah, they was
That
talk
was
to
that.
they was trying to say they was body shaming her, which I ain't gonna say they ain't,
I
cause
don't,
I
and
ain't
I don't care.
like I'm not really sure
I really
if
don't
that
care.
I'm not sure if that's body shaming or what, but like yeah, it was just
I don't care
funny.
because she constantly uses black culture and she steals from black women. So I don't care, honestly.
And
And
then
just saying her butt looks weird is, I mean, it do look
like
weird. So,
it look like it's like two pillows stuffed in there. To be honest,
huh?
I say like it looks like two pillows stuffed in there. To be honest.
I said like kneecaps, but
Okay.
it like it's like somebody's knees like attached to her butt.
I don't think people is gonna watch this video because this video is like an hour long. I really don't think people's gonna watch this, but like it's whatever.
Honestly, I don't even care.
Like I'm just
I
really
have
doing
fun
it for fun.
talking.
Yeah, I'm just doing it for fun.
Right.
But yeah, so I guess that's it. Cause
Okay.
we've been talking about the topics we were trying to cover up, but then we started talking some more about random stuff.
Yeah.
So anything else you want to add, Kiwi?
Um. Black Swan, not Black, yeah, Black Swan, they gonna make it regardless of how y'all feel. Fatu gonna make it regardless of how y'all feel. And Black Stones, you need to get it together. Y'all need to get it together, like for real.
And that's per
That's on period.
that's on per. Oh,
Per.
let me saying it per. All right. So I guess we could say thank you for watching. Whoever actually watched this,
Yeah.
subscribe,
Thank you so much.
like, and share. Okay, and we'll see y'all later.